Yeah.
Is that like
That'd
the classic story? of
Peter
Cyrano?
Dinklage. Yeah, Peter Dinklage. I'm not sure if he got nominated for Best Picture or if he got Best Actor, one of the two.
Peter Cyrano?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Kind of a musical romance?
Who's the
I don't know.
Roxanne?
Roxanne?
Roxanne was such a good movie.
Roxanne's great. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve
Well,
Martin.
so was the original Cyrano with Jose Ferrer.
Yeah, and then
Here we go.
Yeah,
Get it
yeah.
on.
That is right, Room Country. You heard the whistle, you hear the music, and you know what time it is. It is time for Payson's very own Hometown Movie Guys. There we go. Good morning, and welcome to the Movie Guys. Craig, Andy, and Tina.
I am vengeance.
Ooh, somebody must have just saw the new Batman movie. Ah, look at that! Look at that! He's going to start talking in his Batman voice now. So everyone that sees Andy today, be prepared because he's going to reply in his Batman voice.
Where's your cape?
Yeah.
When is Talk Like a Pirate Day? Is that in September?
Yeah. Well. I don't know. I'll look it up. But you know, I think I know where you're going. Is we should have a Talk Like Batman Day. Talk Like Batman Day.
As always, you're one step ahead of me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's where you were going, right? I think.
Sure.
Talk like a Rasta man. Well, now talk like a Rasta day.
There we go. Grab your ganja day, and then talk. Like
Now that it's
Batman.
legal.
Can I grab yours?
No, hey, stay away from my stash. Come on. No, yeah, talk like Batman. So Batman, that's the big news, isn't it, Craig?
yes, oh yeah, that's a big one this week, and sure to be the #1 picture in America.
Wow, and Andy did go see it, and so
Special pre-release release last night.
Yeah.
At the Sawmill Theatre, as they do every once in a great while.
yes,
And it's a hoot to go to those. So
Uh-huh.
when you have an opportunity to go to something special like that,
yeah,
boy, take advantage of it because it's fun.
it is fun, and also it's not maybe what you think like in the Valley or metropolitan area where you have to fight through the lines and you're battling people to get into the theater and then you're scrunched and like. Sardines, nothing like that. You can enjoy the movie, the pre-party, and
Be the first to see it.
be the first to see it, and not have to, fight the
Spoil
lines.
it for all your friends.
And then, you can be that guy.
Yeah.
You can be that guy. Yeah, the guy
And that's why we're here, right?
Yeah, the one that's like, oh, guess what? You got to see this scene in the new Batman, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, shut up. No. So Andy, without, being that guy, what did you think?
I thought it was great.
All right.
It's really long too. It's like 3 hours long,
Mm-hmm.
but it is not, and it is slow, but it's not ponderous.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a long time to tell the story. That's why it's so long.
Gotcha.
And it's really explores the psyche of the Batman. He's pretty busted up.
Yeah.
He's a kind of a mental cripple.
Is he a little batty?
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Sorry.
Nice.
Sorry, Tina. Sorry, Tina.
I roll.
I roll.
I'm exercising my eyes.
I roll. So in the movie industry, the spin they would put on that is you get your money's worth. 3-hour movie, you're getting your money's worth. There you go.
Yeah, like per minute, how much is it?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Depends on your age.
And then that's why, looking at the times that this movie starts, we have it actually in 2 theaters.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 12:30 and a 1:30,
Okay.
and then a 5:30 and a 6:30.
Okay.
I did it that
Is
way
it in
too.
3D?
No,
No.
no 3D on this one.
No 3D. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. So Andy gives it the
Yeah, I definitely give it my thumbs up.
Your thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Hey, there we go. The thumbs up from.
And if
Who played, is there a Batgirl in that?
Catwoman.
Oh,
Catwoman.
Catwoman. And who plays her again?
And in case you were wondering whether you should go to the movies this weekend and see this particular film,
Yes.
Catwoman is played by Zoe Kravitz.
Oh,
Zoe
she's
Kravitz.
Lenny's daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
well, she has the most beautiful parents of
Yeah.
anybody in Hollywood. Lenny Kravitz, the singer, and Lisa Bonet,
Oh.
Yeah.
that we know from the Cosby Show.
Yes. Yeah.
But boy, she has the pedigree for being a very beautiful young woman, and by
Mhm.
golly, she is too.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And those of you that go to the movies will remember Mad Max Fury Road, just
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
of recent memory, where she played Toast the Knowing.
Right.
Wow.
And
I
that was
don't
in,
remember
wasn't
that.
that in
But-
sepia and white,
Yeah.
black and white?
Uh,
Was that the one?
Part of it was, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, with Charlize and,
Yes.
what's his name?
Yes, that is so true.
And that guy, and apparently they had major fights on set.
They didn't.
I was-
They didn't care for one another.
Man, they were ready to kill each other, I thought.
Yeah. That added to the.
I like this backstory.
Yeah.
stuff.
To the
Yeah.
it being very realistic.
Yeah, well, she's Zoe Kravitz is really pretty,
Mhm.
She's
and
gorgeous.
she's. You don't know how much of the fight scenes are done with stunt doubles. I
Yes.
assume that a lot of them are,
Uh-huh.
but she is fit enough and limber enough that you believe that she could actually do it.
Yeah.
But we mentioned she's the daughter of the singer Lenny Kravitz,
Yes.
and she's the stepdaughter of Jason Momoa.
There you go. So, tomato meter. Here it is. The
Yeah.
question. I'm going to put it out to you guys. See
Tomato
if
meter.
Tina
Okay.
continues her reign and dominance with answering these questions. So, what do you think tomato meter gives the Batman?
84.
84.
I'd say 92.
73.
All right. Hey, we have a new winner this morning.
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding. It
I'm
is Mr.
deposed.
McKinney. 85.
Whoa.
85 is what the
Dang.
tomato meter. So,
All right.
very close. You know,
It pays to look this stuff up before the show.
Oh, man, cheater. So how about audience score?
You
What do you
mean
think?
doing your homework is cheating? Boy, this is new age stuff here.
That's true. He did his
You
homework.
on the school board?
No, that's no. He did his homework. So how about audience score? Did you already? Did you?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Audience score?
I'll say 90.
90.
I'll say 91.
92.
And Craig gets it this time. He does
Whoa.
93.
Yay!
You were
Yay,
working
really?
your way towards the
Right,
correct
yeah, I
answer.
was,
Yeah,
I
90,
was.
91, 92.
I'm still asleep.
So the Batman, good reviews by Andy McKinney.
Oh, yeah.
And-
The other thing, we got
Great
great
cast.
rain and snow coming tonight.
Oh,
It's a perfect time to go watch
Yeah.
a movie.
perfect
Ooh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Movie time.
And the
Yeah.
budget for this movie, just a little bit, a few
Yeah.
coins,
200 million.
200 million.
And it is worth it.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah.
So,
And apparently Gotham City rains a lot.
yeah, oh yeah, it's always dark and
Yeah.
dreary.
Oh, it's
Dismal.
always, yeah. Oh, that's
This
it.
is your
It's that
Noir.
that noir. Yes, that
It's-
ambiance noir.
It's Belgium.
We're referring to this now as a Bat Noir.
Bat Noir.
And he's already dressed in black, so it's good.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So the Batman, big movie. Any other new movies right now?
No, it's not.
No, so
Kind of a late looking March.
Gotcha.
Usually for spring break, Hollywood breaks out, but
yeah,
not this year.
not this year. Gotcha. But a movie that is still there that came last week that I heard Tina you mentioned, Dog.
Yes, which I haven't yet seen, but I want to.
You haven't seen it yet?
Seen it?
I know.
Oh.
Yes. All right, pile on me. I can take it. If it's raining tonight, I think that's maybe
Yeah.
need to drag my husband, the reluctant one.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really good.
We did change those times up a little
Yeah.
bit. It's a 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30 now.
Okay, for Dog. So
Gotta know
1:30,
that.
4:30, and 7:30.
7:30.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is, for, Tina is very definitely a dog person, and I think she'll enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's, fair warning, it's billed as a comedy. It's not. It's quite a serious drama.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Okay.
But the dog, and you can say what kind it is.
It's a Belgian Malinois.
Malinois.
See how she does that?
I
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah.
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 Well,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the Belgian, I mean, if you talk about Belgian, you know, Hercule Poirot, who is, you know, yeah, he's Death on the Nile, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm,
With the little
yeah.
graces.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my contribution.
Yeah. So we have two
Yeah.
Belgian
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
One that is filmed, it looks like it's filmed in Belgium.
No,
And,
no,
no, with
Egypt.
Batman.
Oh, wait.
And that's kind of how
You
Belgium
mean
was.
dark and rainy?
Yeah, just rainy.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and then one with a Belgian dog.
Right,
Yeah.
and then the Belgian detective, Death on the
Mhm.
Nile, so we got three.
Wow,
Whoa.
the Belgian connection in the
Yeah.
theaters.
How do you say Smurf in Belgiumese?
Je sais pas.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Smurfy.
Smurf.
Yeah, and dog, a great score. The audience 90%. You know.
Yeah, I want to
rating.
see that.
This
Yeah.
one definitely doing better in pacing than it has nationally.
Nice. All right.
But even nationally, out of all the movies that we have,
Mhm.
Dog is the only one that is solidly in the profit zone.
Nice. Okay.
So good for them. And of course, they're very careful when they made this. This is Channing Tatum's debut as a director.
Mm.
And here it is, he's making money. And
Very
all
good.
of these
Good
other
for him.
much more famous directors are making all these other movies that we have available for us to watch that are, you know, perfectly fine movies. It's just that Channing Tatum's movie is the one that is making money and theirs aren't. And it's his first time out. So I say,
Yes.
tip
Yeah.
of the sombrero
Kudos,
here
yeah.
to Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
That is great. Now, without getting on a real long tangent, just want to see what maybe your quick thoughts are on actors that become directors or go into directing. It seems like they do well. Maybe they don't have the blockbuster or the crazy good, but you look at different actors that go into directing, Clint Eastwood and
Yeah,
others,
thank you, Clint.
that do a great job.
Well, the original one, think about it, was Orson Welles, Citizen
Mm.
Kane. He directed, he starred, and that, you know, is everybody's number one mostly. You know,
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, different ones like recently that you see that have, you know, directed, you know, some movies, and they do, I think, a really good job.
Well, we were talking about the beautiful Zoe Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually has a movie coming up. It's in pre-production right now,
Mhm.
but she is directing.
Really?
Yeah, I can't say the name of it on the radio, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no.
it's somewhat. The storyline is somewhat similar to, if you'll remember, when Bill Clinton would fly 19 times down to the Caribbean to a particular sort of fantasy resort destination.
Does it have the little guy that says, "They're playing, they're playing"?
No, it had the big guy who didn't kill himself.
Didn't kill himself.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's sort of the theme, and but good for her
Yeah.
for being a director. You know, for taking on that responsibility, and for taking on a very touchy subject.
So we have a dog, and another one as well that was released last week, I believe, Uncharted.
Uncharted still going. Yes.
Uncharted,
Right.
still going. And how's that been doing?
Doing really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know my youngest son saw that this week, and he said he liked it. Yeah,
I saw it.
it was good. Yeah.
It was bubbly, frothy, silly, and forgettable, but it was good
In
in that genre.
In that genre.
in that genre.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably every bit as serious as the Fast and Furious movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was sort of fun.
Yeah. What are the?
And then there are a couple of completely unusual bits that they did in there. One is you have helicopters chasing one another, And each of the helicopters has suspended beneath it a Spanish galleon dredged from the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
And I've never seen that before.
Well, the CGI people were busy. Yeah, but it was, I mean, it was a spectacular fantasy effect. It really was. Yeah, it was fun. It was
And there's
great
another thing that in there that I'd never seen before is remember when they fell out the back of the airplane?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hopping from falling piece of stuff coming out of the airplane.
Cargo.
Yeah, cargo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was good.
Now,
Good.
now the guys hopping from one airborne piece of cargo to the next airborne piece of cargo.
Right, trying not to plummet to the ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah, trying to
Yeah.
get back into the airplane.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen that done before either.
It's
Wow.
definitely a big screen movie.
Yeah.
You know, and again, you know, I'll put in my weekly promotion. Go to the theater, see it on the big screen in the darkened theater. It's so wonderful. That's your
And
experience.
and Uncharted, the times are, let me see, just getting it right here, 1, 4, and 7 for Uncharted, rated PG-13. So
It's
good.
fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
And this one is not quite into profit zone, but it's on the cusp of profitability. So
So it's another good one to watch during a rainy night.
Another
Yeah,
rating.
Yeah, it is.
Tonight maybe it'll be active at the theater.
And along with another movie still at the theater, Death on the Nile,
Oh,
that you mentioned.
wonderful. I mean,
Another-
seriously good.
Yeah.
And seriously big screen.
Wow, and
Yeah.
those show times are 1:15, 4:15, and 7:15. Another
Yeah.
PG-13 movie, Death on the Nile.
Yeah. Directed by and starring Kenneth Branagh.
and
It's
who does he
just-
play?
Oh, he plays Hercule Poirot of the Little Grey Cells. This is an Agatha Christie, and you know what? It is absolutely beautifully faithful to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I imagine that's very impressive on the big screen. You know,
Yeah.
to see that.
Plus
Oh, yeah.
the visuals,
Mhm.
you know, Egypt.
Mm.
Oh my word, it's beautiful.
Mm.
It's just absolutely beautiful.
Pyramids.
Yeah, pyramids. And
Mhm.
what is it? What is that big edifice? Abu
Abu
Simbel.
Simbel.
Yeah. Oh, these huge statues just
Mhm.
right on the water.
And they've been there for a long
A
time
long
too.
time. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
close to, well, about 3,000 years, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. I was in Egypt when I was 10, and
Oh.
honest to gosh, I've never forgotten it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I had nightmares after being in the pyramids, and I saw the Tut at the KRIM Museum.
Oh,
We were
boy.
the first ship through the Suez Canal after the crisis.
Mhm.
So, I mean, there were very few people there.
Mhm.
And seeing that movie really impressed me again of what grand sights. And,
Mhm.
you know, you don't now have to go to Egypt. You can go to the Sawmill Theatre and see it, and it's fabulous.
There we go.
Boy, look what you save on airfare alone.
Yeah, you can have popcorn and watch, and and not have to worry about the camel spitting at you or
Yeah.
anything. So.
All right. Yeah.
Plus we get Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Oh, Gal Gadot is wonderful.
Her husband has a T-shirt on that I've seen him wear. It says, "My wife is Wonder Woman."
That's funny. Yeah, that's
cool.
good.
And what are some of the other wonderful foods that you guys are offering?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
We have
We
yeah.
got nachos now. We got
Yeah.
dibs.
It's like a buffet, man. Seriously.
Actually,
And
our-
pretzel bites.
Yeah.
You know, we got pretzel bites, and there's, I guess, some supply issues still there now. But we've got they're pretzel bites, but they've got mozzarella cheese and pizza sauce in them.
Ooh,
Oh.
We
baby.
got pizza.
Inside.
Yeah,
Pretzel.
inside a little pretzel bite.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
Wow. So again, great movies right now at
That
the theater.
that is
Yeah.
such a must see at the theater.
Yeah. So the Batman opening tonight. Uncharted, Dog, Death on the Nile. Some really great movies.
Yeah,
right there.
Marry Me still there?
Marry Me
Oh,
also.
yeah.
And how's Marry Me?
Owen Wilson and
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
Lopez.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard a few people talk about Marry Me that have
Uh-huh.
gone to see it, and they said they
Yeah.
really enjoyed
They
it.
said it was really fun,
Mm-hmm. A fun movie.
and who doesn't need fun right now? Right?
Boy.
You know,
And smoochiness too.
Ooh, yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, that one's at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
1 o'clock
And
and
then
4.
Blacklight still playing. That one's at 7:30 only now.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And Marry Me, again, on the cusp of profitability. Probably by the end of the weekend, they will be, their producers will have made their money and have a little extra for
Nice.
For their college fund.
Yeah.
So
No, that's
while we're
great.
talking about popularity and profitability, I read an article a couple days ago in which audiences are turning away from the preachy PC stuff that Hollywood has decided, you know, in some veins to come out with, you know, that you have to have a transgender and you have to have, you know, racial comments about white privilege and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
audiences are turning away from that, and they're going to these wonderful movies that we have here at the Sawmill, because that's entertainment. You know, and that's what we want. The public wants that. They don't want to be, you know, have the finger shaken at them of, you know, that you have to virtue signal and stuff
Do
like
I
that.
wanna go someplace, pay money to go in the
Yeah.
doors, and then have somebody preach at me? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
And a bunch of TV shows with that kind of, you know, sort of icky stuff have been canceled. Movies have not done well, but you know, that means that the ones that we're offering have done better and should do better. And one of them, you know, that was up for an Oscar, Jane Campion, what is it? Something about the dog. It's not the dog that's at the theater, which is wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
But there's
Power of the Dog.
The Power of the Dog, directed by Jane Campion, who directed The Piano, and I know I have another one, but anyway, she is a New Zealand director who directed this Western, and it's there. Sam Elliott, I love Sam Elliott, and he was on an interview where he exploded with expletives, none of which I will repeat, but you can
Thank
imagine.
goodness.
Yeah, I know.
And
But
I cannot imagine.
he said, it's a Western. It's all, you know, homosexuality. The whole thing is just horrible from start to finish. And this New Zealand director, Jane Campion, what the heck does she know about the American West? Maybe she could have done a good job, but it's clear she doesn't know anything. She has a stupid message of promoting this homosexual Western, and apparently it's a dud. And somebody nominated it for the Oscars, which, okay, fine. You know, I mean, really, but Sam Elliott, you got to go online and find his interview because, you know, it's colorful. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't see.
And it is possible to make a Western, or to make 12 Westerns in a year,
Yeah.
and not
Like,
get in,
yeah.
not get into any kind of crazy
know.
social commentary.
Bathhouse, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Well, and it's good with the 12 Westerns.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
12 months, what was so good, it was sticking to historical accuracy. You know,
Right.
doing
Right.
that as best they could in some of them. And then there were some that, you know, were
Yeah.
just for pure entertainment, you know, purposes.
And
But,
speaking of
yeah.
which, they're showing the classic movie tomorrow, The Outlaw Josie Wales. I mean, come on.
Whoa.
Clint is, as usual, wonderful.
What time is
10
classic
a.m.
music?
Yeah.
10
And
a.m.
$5. You
Music.
can't beat it with a stick.
Yeah.
So
the,
classic movie fans, come back to the theater.
yeah, the
Yay.
classic movie.
Let's try to get that going again.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, to get those, and
Yeah.
you know, you get to vote for what you want to see the following month.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there you go.
if you want to see something on the big screen, you can actually come in and make that happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Boy, that is really a tremendously good movie too.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And
Super good.
there's a scene with maybe my favorite visual of all time in all movies ever, and I've seen a zillion movies.
Are you hyperbolic today?
I don't think so. And you'll remember this scene. They're riding along a river in Missouri, and the visual of the cinematography of them doing this is just absolutely eye-popping.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just wonderful.
I
And it's just
do
a- it's
remember,
just-
and you're right.
It's
Yeah.
just a throwaway scene. It's just these two guys riding along, but it is so beautifully filmed. It's just
Now, did
superb.
Clint directed that, right?
I imagine. I
Big?
don't recall, but I imagine he did. And of course, it has Chief Dan George,
Oh, that's
who's
wonderful.
and he has some great lines in
Right.
there.
Mm.
And Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies is in there
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
And Granny from Beverly Hillbillies, I can't remember her name, and Chief Dan George
Mhm.
are in the movie are of a similar age, and they have some interesting back and forths between the two of them
Yeah.
that are very sweet.
Mm. So the outlaw Josie Wales,
Yeah.
classic movie
What time?
tomorrow, 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
much?
$5.
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 a.m. So, yeah, that is a good one to go see. And it is really great that if you go there, you can vote or you can have an input,
Yes.
have input on another or the next movie that's
What
shown.
we need for the next one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
And that used to be, I'd walk in, I'd look at the theater, and my heart would just sing.
Mhm.
Because there were so many people
Mhm.
happy, ready for a wonderful movie.
Mhm.
Let's get it on, Payson, we can do it.
bring it back.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
there's a real cadre of people that go to the classic movies.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you see the same smiling faces there
Yeah.
month after month.
And unfortunately, I will not be able to go, but I'll be there in spirit. And Craig can tell me what to vote for, and I'll vote for whatever he tells me.
For the next movie.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
There we go. So,
I as well. Unfortunately, I have to be in Mesa tomorrow to do a book signing for my most recent book, French Fried.
French fried. Hey, there we go. More on that in the 12 o'clock hour. But Batman, again, Batman at 12:30, 1:30, 5:30, and 6:30. So great movie to go see. The Batman, also Uncharted at 1, showing at 1, 4, and 7. Dog,
Yay.
showing at 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30.
Right?
And then Death on the Nile, another wonderful movie to see on the big screen
Yes.
at 1:15, 4:15, and 7:15. Marry Me, if you haven't seen that. A fun movie with, as Andy put it, a lot of smoochy. And that's at 1 and 4. And then Blacklight, still in the theaters, 7:30.
Yay.
So there it is, and the classic movie tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The
Yeah.
Outlaw Gypsy
Yeah.
Wales.
Yeah.
That's at
And
10
I want to always thank Craig, because he always tries to make it an experience
Mhm.
that is worth going to. And everybody who goes there, when I see him coming out of the theater,
Mhm.
I know that they were glad that they were there.
And well, I love how what you've added, and what
Mhm.
to each of the before each of the shows, how you do a little routine, either a comedy routine, you sing a song, you do a drama. I mean, it's
Where
really
was I?
added to the experience. So you never know what to expect. But Craig, sometimes in costumes, sometimes
Yeah.
But you get a little drama before
Before the
the
movie.
movie, which you do not want to miss. No, just joking, guys. You
But
won't
the
get
classic
that.
movie, maybe.
But- yeah, that's what. Yeah. Oh, the classic. Yeah, Outlaw Josie Wales. Maybe
Yeah.
some of the the crew from the westerns. They might be there in their western regalia. Yeah. So you never know.
Well, a movie is memorable when after 25 or 30 years, however long it's been since they made that you can still remember some of the lines
Yeah.
from the movie.
Yeah.
So
for
true.
instance, Chief Dan George says, the president told me to endeavor to persevere.
And you did that in your Batman voice.
That was my Chief Dan
Oh,
George.
sorry.
Dan
I thought it was the same as
It's
the
just the same as the Batman voice.
All my voices kind of sound the same.
I'm the one who does the French voice, right?
Yeah, you do the French one.
Well, again, thank you, Hometown Movie Guys,
Yay.
and thank you
Okay.
everyone for listening, and head out to the movie theaters. The Batman and more great movies are playing.
Okay.
And you can visit sawmilltheatres.com to get all the movie times and to see what's showing and what's going to be coming to the theater. So again, thank you everyone. Thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union, and time to get back to the music with some Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, and more. But first, an update from the National Weather Service.
Yay.
I've never seen Led Zeppelin live.
What now?
I've never seen Led Zeppelin live.
Did you?
No,
Did you?
that boat is
No, I saw